This week on Your City Now, Red Rocks will rock again this summer, and Denver allows more capacity at local businesses. Those stories are just ahead on Your City Now. The treasured Red Rocks Amphitheater will reopen to limited capacity crowds starting next weekend. For music fans along the Front Range and across the country, this was the announcement they had been waiting for. The state granted Red Rocks a variance that will allow concert events for what will be the venue's 80th anniversary summer. To start the season, capacity and ticket sales will be limited to 2,500 concertgoers. A face covering will be required at all times except when actively eating or drinking. Seating will be in 4 general admission sections inside the amphitheater bowl. Everyone entering will receive a wristband indicating seat section, and that wristband must be worn at all times. You and your party must keep the familiar 6-foot distance from others in the amphitheater, including in restroom and concession areas. Each section will have access to a designated restroom that will feature touch-free fixtures, and there will be lots of hand sanitizer dispensers. And each section will have its own designated concession stand that will feature plexiglass barriers and cashless payment options. You will need to enter the park and amphitheater using the designated entrance for your assigned section. All of the information you need, including complete ticketing details, is located at redrocksonline.com. Denver's historic fabric comes from the stories of the diverse persons and groups who comprise its vibrant history. The city's Latino Chicano Historic Context Study is a first-of-its-kind initiative that will uncover and share the deep history and historic places of Denver's Chicano and Latino communities. The public can contribute information and their own stories through an online survey and possibly be included in the upcoming I Am Denver mini-documentary currently being produced. A recent survey by Denver Streets Partnership found that nearly 80% of those surveys support Denver's vision of creating 125 miles of dedicated bike lanes in the city. Denver is well on its way to this goal as it completed a record 40 miles of new bike lanes in 2020 and is geared up to reach the 125-mile goal by the end of 2023. Denver is committed to making its streets safer and more comfortable for bicycles by creating community transportation networks around the city. Denver's Shared Streets program has been a cog in this plan as well by closing those roads to through traffic and making it safer for those on 2 wheels. Many of these streets will shift over and be part of the bike network in the near future through the installation of bikeways and protected bike lanes. The future of Park Hill Golf Course will be decided by the people. Community Planning and Development is currently engaging stakeholders in the area to see what is desired for the 155 acres of green space.
Especially those neighbors closest to the Park Hill Golf Course property who are most impacted by this process to really understand the community's visions and hopes for the land.
Community outreach teams, a 27-member steering committee, and online surveys are being used to gather input that will inform the process. To get involved and stay up to date on all things Park Hill, visit denvergov.org/Park Hill Golf Course. Denver will allow restaurants and gyms to operate at full capacity with social distancing requirements in place beginning Friday, April 16th, when the state turns over control of COVID-19 public health measures to local authorities.
Denver will adopt level blue capacity limits for most indoor categories, such as restaurants, offices, and retail. And we aren't doing this alone or in a vacuum. We have worked hard to coordinate with our regional partners, and most other metro area counties will also be making the same shift to level blue.
The changes come despite the fact that coronavirus infections and hospitalizations are increasing in Colorado, which state officials have said is now experiencing a 4th wave of the virus.
I think it's a mistake to move from whatever level of compliance we have based on the dial to nothing. I think that's too fast. I think it needs to be phased, and that's exactly what we're doing throughout the region. That's the right balance to take.
The metro area counties moving to level blue will stay there for 30 days. The pandemic is far from over, and if cases rise, we must be prepared for the return of stricter restrictions. You can catch new episodes of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.